Right then folk, welcome back to another video beer review. Today we got a beer coming out of Camden and it is their Bellini lager. Now this one I think it's been out for some time, to be honest. I'm just being a bit late in the game and actually getting on to picking up a can and doing a review. Yeah. Peachy and proud, it says 5.2% ABV lager. I must say the can feels horrific. It's like sandpaper in your hand. Not really sandpaper, but it's definitely quite rough and grippy. Now, I compare this to other cans that I've got around me. Cans, this Lakes one, again, grippy, but not as bad. This Verdon one, which I've just had, again, like, you hear it? And then we've got a smooth can, smoother, Daya one. This, a weird thing to worry about this is, but it's really rough on the hands. It doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel nice in your hands. And that's a very strange thing to pick up on. But I just noticed it straight out. So I was like, ugh. Anyhow, the other ones don't feel like this. It's just the label they've got, whether it's been felt by many hands as it had been put on shelves or whatnot, but it just feels really rough and everything. It doesn't draw me in. Weird one. Malt is Pilsner, flake rice, yeast is Bavarian lager yeast, hops are kettle hops are Perla, Whirlpool hops are Nelson Sauvin, dry hops are HBC 431 and Hallertau Blanc. Potentially all lost in this if it's got some peach and everything whipped up in it. When life gives us peaches, we make Bellinis. Brewed like the Fears, we added the juicy peach puree. Wine like Nelson and Sauvin hops and dry hopped with fruity new HBC 431 hops, because why should fizzy wine have all the fun? Bombs up. And Bellini lager says halfway between peachy and punchy. Great, that's fucking so helpful in terms of this description of it. But I suppose that's never really meant to be fun. Always meant to be fun now. Never really meant to be informative nowadays. Per 100ml, it's got 43 calories. 188 calories per can. Water, barley malt, peach puree, 3.2% rice, hops, yeast. Suitable for veggies and vegans. InBev. I think it's the first can. Well, it probably isn't the first can where I've seen InBev, but probably noticed it for the first time. But yeah, there we go. Let's open it up and see if the beer is nicer. Now that I've thrown it around a bit, see if the beer is nicer than the can and the texture of the can. I picked this one up from Sainsbury's. Now, I'm not sure if they've continued this beer on through the next season, because you can't get hold of it on the Camden site. And I like to look on the Camden site because I'll admit, as much as it is macro, I do enjoy Camden Hells. I don't really go on the website and buy it through there, but if they do have some specials and stuff, like I have got the barrel aged lager and I've got some imperial lagers as well from them, which were on sale and stuff, on offer, I picked them up through the store. So I do look on the store every now and again. And I saw back then you could only get in a 6-pack, and I was like, I don't know if I like it. And I think Dean's Beer Reviews said something similar. He did the review on their stout. Now, I could only pick up a 4-pack of it in Sainsbury's, and I'm not sure if I was ready to pick up a 4-pack. Even after watching his review as well, he wasn't, jumping around the world saying how good it was, jumping all over the room sort of thing, saying, oh, it's great, which makes me kind of question it, whether I should go in and buy a 4-pack. So if someone's saying they don't like it, it instantly kind of pushes me towards, I probably shouldn't bother. And know Dean as well. Know Dean very well. So yeah. Anyhow, back onto this beer. Noses. I can't say I've ever had a peach Bellini because I don't really drink cocktails or anything like that. But there's another peach lager. Maybe I should pick up another can and do this versus a peach lager, which is brewed by Renegade Brewery just up the road. Yeah, it smells peachy, but also artificially peachy, and almost like steamed peaches, which is a very strange aroma to pick out. But it's steamed peaches. If you know that, you know it. It's just a bit muted, if anything. We'll dive in though. Cheers. It's weird. It's definitely weird. Now, if you like your kind of Asian food, which is, I think, for me, where this is pointing towards, I don't think intentionally this is pointing towards, but if you like jasmine tea, or something quite floral, or you like wit beers, you like saisons, you're probably going to like this. But at the same time, it is extremely synthetic on the nose to begin with, and then on the taste, it's got a bit of a. It's not Camden Hells on the back end. It's a bit of a rough and ropey lager on the back end. It probably is Camden Hells, but it just mixed in with this doesn't taste that brilliant. I know Camden Hells also isn't 5.2, so probably is a bumped up, or might well be party guiled. Don't know. Which is where it probably isn't, but where you blend multiple guiles of beers together. Big breweries do this. We did it at Carlsberg, where you blend basically. There it's a little bit different, but you make a strong wort and a weak wort, and you blend the two together to differing amounts to create different beers. This could have been done with this one, but I don't think that's how they brew at Camden. I don't know. I'd love to go on a tour of the place, go and see it, but probably pretty sure they don't do that. But yeah, anyhow, let's summarise. Peachy synthetic, not very nice. Probably wouldn't buy it again. Yeah, that's about it really. And not surprised if this is being discontinued, because it's just a bit synthetic. But I'm sure it's sold en masse across London, and it's sat in people's fridges, waiting to be consumed. To probably be consumed by someone who didn't really want it and doesn't like lager. See you next one. Cheers.